In a little more than a month, the state will begin issuing medical marijuana cards to patients and caregivers. However, for some, the law is still not very clear.
Now, since voters approved to expand access to medicinal marijuana through the use of dispensaries, the law has been rewritten several times now. Adrian Bennett has more.
I'd rather grow my own, and I'll tell you why. I don't think that the dispensaries are going to be able to do that adequate of a job.
Jim Fowler suffers from degenerative disc disease. Currently, with a signed note, he is able to legally grow 6 marijuana plants. He also claims he's a legitimate caregiver who provides marijuana to 3 patients, but that doesn't make him a fan of the new law. The medical marijuana law was finalized last month and then handed to Catherine Cobb, who's in charge of creating a program that gives Mainers more access to the drug.
This is all about the patients and not about caregivers having growing operations. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people have lost in this whole discussion.
In the new program, patients and caregivers like Fowler will have to register with the state, and in return for a fee, they'll get an ID card. That card will indicate how much marijuana they may legally possess. In a recent raid on Fowler's home, 19 plants were taken because police say Fowler failed to prove adequate documentation for having the marijuana for patients. Fowler admits he refused to give up his patients' names. 6 plants were left with Fowler because he did provide his medical information. Cobb says these cards will help protect caregivers from identifying their patients.
You won't have to under the new law. Okay. If you're a caregiver and you're growing marijuana for patients, you don't have to divulge the name of your patients. Law enforcement will be able to search your caregiver card and find out how many people you're allowed to grow marijuana for. As long as they're in compliance with the program, they are safe from being arrested.
It's unknown how many people will sign on to the program, but one thing is certain. If you don't have a card and you're found with marijuana, you will be breaking the law. Adrian Bennett, WABI, TV5 News.